Visram to stand trial yet again. DJ Raw Gold compensates victim for workplace assault. And blackouts, another ancient problem requiring a modern solution. I am Noriko Ballford, and welcome to tonight's edition of Uncut News. Before we begin, do you have something important you want to leak without revealing your identity? Send us a tip on WhatsApp at telephone number 592-659-6151. Marcus Bisram is expected in court yet again after the DPP successfully appealed the High Court's previous ruling freeing the accused murderer. In a unanimous decision, the Court of Appeal dismissed the earlier ruling by Justice Simone Ramlaw, which saw Bisram being released from prison and the matter discontinued before her. Bisram is to be handed over to the police until his case comes up. His attorney plans to take the case all the way to the CCJ. Despite an original deadline of April, the opening of the Eccles to Diamond Bypass Road is likely to be delayed until the end of July. According to the Housing Ministry, the initial opening has been postponed to construct a $95.3 million Guyana bridge at Mocha. This cost is in addition to the $500 million allocated for the bypass road. When completed, the bypass road will run from 6th Avenue Diamond to the Windsor State Road that leads on to the Eccles Landfill Site Road. A 44-year-old businessman was robbed of $1.2 million by two bandits around 1:30 a.m. at Parika today. The victim, his son, and a worker had recently arrived at the Parika Junction after doing business in Legon. While they were awaiting their ride home, the two perpetrators pounced on them from behind and stole the man's cell phone and a haversack full of cash. They were pursued up to the Parika Fisheries Road, but were able to escape. The matter was reported at the nearby Parika police station, but the men were not found. Here's a story that would make a great weird news topic. One man in Siberian Old English mines in Region 10 decided that the best way to deal with his noisy neighbor is with a gun. On Sunday, the neighbor blasted his music loud as he would so often do, but instead of complaining to the man with no avail, this time he went to his neighbor with a gun in hand and called him outside. The noisy neighbor looked through the window and paid the man no mind. The infuriated man fired one shot through the neighbor's window before fleeing. No one was hurt, and the police are currently looking for the man who seeks to defend his peace through extreme violence. Now it's time to tell you about Best Buy's car of the day. Currently on sale is this 2009 Toyota Axio. It comes with mag rims, new tires, DVD stereo, reverse camera, and much more. Buy cash for $2.7 million, or pay down as low as $540,000 down with around $61,000 monthly for 4 years, and it is yours. Call or WhatsApp 662-0844 for more info, or visit their showrooms at Lot 171 Peter Rowe Street, Queenstown, or Lot 2 Lamar Street, and tell them Noriko sent you for this sweet deal. Here's another story that would probably make a good weird news topic as well. Two inmates at the New Amsterdam prison got into a fight over underwear. The suspect, Ravin Romdiol, had just entered the bathroom and announced that he is giving away cigarettes and ganja in exchange for sex. Yes, you heard right. Devendra Samaru was in the bathroom at the time and followed Ramdiol out of the bathroom, presumably to make good on that offer. Somehow, it became an argument over underwear that escalated to violence when Ramdiol sliced Samaru on the arm with a razor blade. When the fight ended, both were taken to the hospital for treatment, while Samaru's condition is listed as serious but stable. Carlisle Watson, aka DJ Raw Gold, recently had his assault charges dropped against him after he agreed to compensate Marlon Williams, aka DJ Yannick, for stabbing him in the face with a broken Guinness bottle. He is expected to pay Williams $300,000 for the workplace beating. However, he's still on the hook for assaulting Melissa Duke and is awaiting his next court date on that matter. Do you want to grow your money? Sell Digicel Top-Up. Become a top-up vendor through Cellular Plus and make some extra cash to supplement your income at your business or your side hustle. Call 685-3109 for more info. It's now time for today's Run Report. Worldwide, as of today, there are a total of 171 million cases of the Rona, having caused over 3.55 million deaths. At this point, the three nations with the highest numbers are still the US, Brazil, and of course, India, as you've been hearing recently. Since today's numbers have yet to be released as of news time, we can't give you them. But locally, we can tell you that the government plans to ramp up vaccination efforts with the purchase of over 150,000 doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Those vaccines are expected to arrive in the coming weeks. But despite that, please remember to wash your hands frequently. Avoid touching your nose and mouth and mask up before you leave the house. When you do leave home, try to avoid enclosed spaces and large crowds, and remember to give 6 feet of space between you and others. 1 miner is dead and 2 injured after a tree fell on them in a mining pit in Sandhill Park Dam, Guyanese River yesterday. According to reports, heavy rains and winds uprooted the tree. The deceased was identified as Ulrich Matthews. The 2 injured men were identified as Edwin Garraway and Brian Richard. The injured men are currently receiving medical attention. Are you a truck owner that is losing money due to downtime while you wait for your parts to be imported? Now that's just stupid. Truck parts are already in Guyana at Powered Automotive Truck Spares and Engine Parts. They stock spares for DAF, Bedford TM, International Freightliners, and Cummins engines. Check them out at 1161 EE Eccles or WhatsApp them on 697-0171. Tell them the Rico sent you and get a discount. On Monday, the body of a 42-year-old laborer, Woodrow John Lepps, was discovered in an abandoned school building in Victoria. It was reported that when the man was found, he had a large wound to his head. An investigation into the cause of death has since been launched. And now for our stupid news of the day. This is our 1-year anniversary. Yes, people, for the past 12 months, every working day we've been giving you the news, completely uncut and with no bull, hence the name. Now, I wanted to do something nice for you all, but I couldn't. Do you want to know why I couldn't? Well, it's because of the unscheduled national blackout GPL just gave us this morning. Despite having to only provide enough electricity for a population smaller than the city of Memphis, Tennessee, we still haven't gotten it right. We said it was the British fault, so we managed our own power. Then we said we need the private sector help, so we got Wartzilla to help. Then we said, no, we don't need you, you're stifling us. So under the last government, a new state-owned company was born, the Power Producers and Distributors, and it worked. Well, at least for a little while, only for us to learn that the fault was never with Wartzilla or anyone on the production side, really. Rather, it was the incompetent management at GPL. So, if you want the blackouts to stop, I say deduct from the CEO and the board of directors' salaries every single time we get a blackout, and watch how fast things will change. Because paying underperforming executives millions of hard-earned taxpayer dollars is pretty stupid. Hey Guyanese business people, are you looking for a great way to advertise your business? Search no more. Join one of the fastest growing business directories in Guyana. Register your business on snap.gy and get access to more eyeballs. And wait for the best part, it's absolutely free. Get your business listed today on snap.gy. Moving on to our uncut news, viewers poll question of the day. Every day we pose a question about current events in the nation, the region, the diaspora, and how you feel it relates to us. So, you give your responses in the comments, and we'll read the best ones in the following episode. Yesterday's question was, what should the government pay for first, a new drainage system or a new city? Kay Lasson said, I feel that the government should fix the drainage system. How could they have a country that is flooding all the time and expect to promote tourism? No one will come. The people pay taxes, therefore they should not be living in substandard living conditions. Why build a new city? That's a waste of money. It is not going to build properly anyway. It's just a way of getting their friends rich. I'm sorry, but I definitely agree with you on that one. Kenneth Edwards says, I think the drain should be fixed first, because even if you build a new city, people will still have to live in GT and they will still suffer. Deslin Andrea White said, upgrading our drainage system is of far more importance than the city's double highway, because without proper drainage, the highway would still be a waste of money when it goes underwater due to poor drainage. Where will it go? Well, it may be destroyed anyway. And finally, Jerry Bonks asked, whatever happened to the report from the Dutch team that came to assess our drainage system and make recommendations? That was handled by Joe Singh. Where's the report paid for by us Guyanese? You know, I actually want to take a second to actually observe that. That is a very good point, and I've actually asked myself the same thing. I've also asked the government, and they seem to have absolutely no answer, which to me sounds like it just cost too much money and not enough people were going to have their pockets lined by it. So it sounds like everyone agrees. Drainage first, and then a nice new city. Anyway, so for tonight's question, what solution would you offer GPL to solving the blackout problem? Think about that question and tell us in the comments below. If your spot is good enough, we just might feature it in Wednesday's episode. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight. Check us out tomorrow for another. Until then, I'm Rico Bulford saying good night, folks. Hey, Uncut News viewers, thanks for watching. You can subscribe by clicking on this button over here, or click over there for more news. You can also drop a comment to let me know if you've made it to the end of the video. Goodbye for now.